Hey everyone, Cindy Bettina, transformational healing, life coach, energy worker, happiness expert. And this is my weekly video blog called A Cup of Happiness. And here we're going to be talking about sex again, part 2. Again, I love talking about sex. I think it's something we just don't speak about with our partner enough. And I know it's awkward. I know it's uncomfortable, but it can be really fun and exciting and curious. Can be. So this cup of happiness is about passion and how to create more passion in your sex life. Oh, I love the word passion, right? Think of Italians and Latins and all that. Right? So what is passion? Oh, I can tell you it's not aggression. I can tell you it's not abuse. Passion is like that secret sauce. It's the yumminess that you feel actually even like cellularly. It's that sexy, this is hot. Like this is ooh, right? This is something we love to do and we love the person and it's a gift, right? So the passion is like, oh my gosh, this gift is so amazing. Passion. So are we born with passion? I think that we are born, sometimes we're passionate people. I think we are born, there are people who are far more sexual beings than others. Again, no judgment. But can we create more passion in our relationship? And the answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely. And the biggest way we can create more passion in our relationship is by creating intimacy in our relationship. Well, what is intimacy? Intimacy is not sex. Intimacy is a formula. It's a formula of communication. It's a formula of vulnerability. It's a formula of authenticity. It's a formula of trust. When you can tell your partner your greatest fears, your greatest goals, your biggest fantasies, sexual and not, oh God, the things that you're most disappointed about or the most awkward or shameful moments of your life, when you're not worried that you can really connect with your partner emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically, and have that deep intimacy where they know you better than anyone else does, that creates passion. It's amazing. What else creates passion? Romance. Romance creates passion. Now, men, do you need romance? I'd love to hear from you. Do you need romance? And what do you feel about passion? Like, do you think passion is something that you need in a partner? Someone who's passionate about you, having a passionate experience? It'd be really interesting because, I'm a woman. I don't necessarily know. But women, I can tell you most, I'm generalizing, and I'm sure some men love romance. Why? Because it takes forethought. It takes creativity. When you create a romantic dinner, a romantic experience, romantic vacation, romantic moment, you are telling that person, I'm thinking about you. I love you. You're important to me. You're yummy. You're sexy. You're gorgeous. I love you. I just want to eat you up. I don't know. Nothing feels better than that, right? Romance. And romance is different for different people. Some people think that creating romance might be a romantic dinner with candles and music and a special meal, wine, champagne, negligee, silk boxers. I don't know. It might be skydiving. That might be romantic to some people. So finding out what your partner's idea of what is romantic, what is passion, how do they show their passion, how do they want to show their passion, is important. filling each other's love buckets. So Gary Chapman, The 5 Love Languages, super great book, super easy book to read. And basically he says that it is very human and normal for us to show our partner love the way we want to be loved rather than finding out how they want to be loved. And then once we find out how they want to be loved, their 2 primary love languages, then we get to fill their love buckets. It's a very simple way to make a huge change in your love with your partner and in your sex life with your partner. Because when our partner goes out of their way to fill our love buckets, it just makes us feel so wonderful and special and loved. And yeah, it's really neat. So love buckets, Gary Chapman, 5 Love Languages. Go get it, read it, take the quiz. So we've talked about how trust creates passion, vulnerability creates passion, how communication creates passion, But curiosity can create passion. Being curious about your partner, about their mind, about their emotions, about their body, what they like, what they don't like. I mean, have you really kissed and touched every single spot on your partner's body? Well, maybe you've kissed it, but have you kind of gnawed on it a little bit, Whatever. Being curious about them. Like, what fantasies, sexual fantasies do they have? Being curious. Why is that a fantasy? You'd be interested. It's really interesting because some people's sexual fantasies are like, that's a sexual fantasy? Like, why? Tell me more. I want to know why. Some sexual fantasies don't even have sex in them. It's interesting. It's fascinating. Can you be curious and ask your partner, like, what was the best sex you ever had? What was the riskiest sex you ever had? What was the most exciting sex you ever had? What was the worst sex you ever had? And why? We have this ego around sex that we need to get rid of. Like, okay, I'm a good lover, but I can always learn more. And I can always learn more about me, and I can always learn more about my partner. I mean, we talk about wanting to be better communicators, wanting to conflict in a healthier way, wanting to show up in a healthier way in our lives, in our business, at our home, as parents. But why not in sex as well? You're not the encyclopedia of, the sexual Bible. You only know what you know. There's a lot you don't know. So what about being curious? No names. What about being curious? And finally, another thing that creates passion is foreplay. And there are a lot of women who need a lot of foreplay to get them out of here or to calm this down again, right? So that they can get into here and then relax. So they can not just be ready for a great sexual experience, but they can participate in the great sexual experience and maybe even have that wonderful orgasm or 2 or more or none. So, creating passion in your sexual relationship. It's yummy. Go for it. Have fun. Laugh, giggle with your partner. It's wonderful. Cindy Bettino, Transformational Healing. Thank you for joining me for a cup of happiness. Have a great week.